And let's go back. This is good basketball history because 2001, Bob Whitsett, who was the general manager of the Trailblazers, who built the team, who traded for you, built this incredible nucleus, he added too many pieces, right? In 01, Dale Davis comes in, other all-star caliber players come in, and you guys couldn't.
Dale, if Bonzi's buddy, who was the coach, would have listened to us at that time,
say his name,
then
was that Dunleavy or Cheeks?
He won't never say his name.
Dunleavy.
In real life, he won't never say his name.
It would have been a totally different thing because I specifically remember, and Damon can probably back me up with this too. Me and Damon was talking to him like, look, bring Sabonis off the bench, right? Because, you know, with him being that older player, and this time Shaq was the best athlete in the world. So with him being that older player, yeah, he can't be taking a whole lot of them bumps and bruises like that in the 7-game series. Yo, put Dale on him. Dale not scared of him. Dale strong as shit. He ain't scared to stick his chin in there and take one of them elbows or a shoulder. And Dale gonna fight him back. He ain't just gonna let Shaq roll all over him. Would have been a totally different outcome. Then I said, with that, what second string NBA center would have checked Sabonis? Nobody. So now you still got your you got your scoring still in the game with your big fella while you got your other scorers on the bench. Man, Sabonis, man, that again. If was a fifth.
And he didn't listen to you guys.
No, he ain't listen. He kept Sabonis in there. Then came with the whole scheme. Okay, Sabonis, you sit on his top side, no middle. So the help coming from the baseline and this and that.
But let's go before that. First of all, he traded J.O., Jermaine O'Neal, and I love Dale, but Jermaine O'Neal had just turned into a monster, and they traded him right when he was just about to take off. And Jermaine's one of my best friends in this world, and I was so sick. You know, that's little bro for she. You know, me and Jay was together every day. We was growing up together, and I watched him. You know, we were both frustrated. We wasn't playing like we wanted to at first, and I watched him turn into a monster where he went from skinny J.O. to the Hulk. And I remember he walked into the gym. I said, "Oh," because he had been gone. He really hit it. You know, we were going for the summer, and then they traded him, and I was like, man, I was so hurt because I knew because I played with him every day. We played 1-on-1 every day. We worked out, and I was like, J.O., man, you're gonna be a monster once they give you a chance. And we would have had kept J.O. It would have been different. You know what I mean?
2 years later, he became an all-star.
He was an all-star.
Second year in Indy.
Yeah, he averaging 23, 24. You know, he was on the rise. So, but what Whitson was doing was just he'd get rid of 2 or 3 of us and bring in 2 or 3 new guys that were damn near max players somewhere else, and the guys where they was coming from, and try to tell them to come in and play a role. And that was just, tough because, you bringing in, I got so many friends now just from Mr. Whitsett, from just bringing in so many dudes and getting them out of there and bringing them in and getting them out of there. I mean, I literally got lifelong friends because of that. And it was like, shit, so we didn't really get our rhythm every year to about 30 games in. We might be 15-15. And then we might go on an 11, 12-game win streak and kind of get our shit back up there. But we were just getting to know how to play with each other. And we did that shit every single year. So now they bringing in all these names. And then they like, all right, y'all got all these motherfuckers.
Make it work.
Y'all got all these names on here. I supposed to win a championship because y'all got all these names. And we like, bro, y'all don't know hoop. If y'all think that shit's supposed to go, like it don't. We don't got one role player on this motherfucker that want to dive in that ground and all that shit. We got all these motherfuckers that want to be sweet. So it was different back then.
Bob Whitsett had a quote. The quote was, "I'm not a chemistry major," which is such a ridiculous thing for a general manager to say. It's like, oh, you're not taking into account these human beings liking each other or playing, knowing how each other play. Do you guys revisionist history? This is fun. 2001, if that 2000 team remains intact, no moves are made. You guys just run it back. Same squad, 2001. What does that team do?
For sure, it wouldn't have been nothing shorter than the finals. If we would have kept that same team, because as we just talked about, that's the new. When you keep your nucleus, you can expect great things. So those franchises kept their nucleus, but with us, as Bonzi just mentioned, guys coming in and out like a fucking revolving door at that time. Yeah. Guys coming in and out. All right, He got traded in this deal. He got traded from another team, then went to another team. Then 3 weeks later, you see the same motherfucker walking back through the door. Like,
Yeah, they're confused. They're like, "How did I get here?" You
Yeah.
guys, what the fuck
It's
is
the
this
wildest
guy?
shit.
Yeah.
if they would have kept us together and we would have, yeah, for sure, I think it wouldn't have been nothing less than the finals.
65 and 17, something like that. You know, we won 60 games that year. We'd have won 60 games for sure. I think we won 59.
2001, you guys were out in the first round, right? There was just serious.
It was just ascension because
Yeah.
it was they brought in so many different people. And did they bring in DA? Was DA with us that? No, that was the next year.
No, that was
next year.
when Mo was coach.
Yeah, that was when Mo came in. But it was just so much.
Boy, Detlef in.
Yeah,
That
Detlef came in.
that threw it off.
Because now Detlef, he want to play. That's a player that can hoop, that can play, but they was handling him like he was like, all right, you about to be out the league, and and that's he's a man, he's human. You could tell, you can see kind of the, and stuff boiled over, and even in practice, when we, you get the bumping, next thing you know, you fighting. And we wasn't even no fighting team. Like we never got into it, like none of us. But then when guys like that and them came in, get the frustration that spilled over, and then they might fight. But it was different back then because like you said, they were bringing so many people in.